Well, on a typical day, you would have to wait about an hour and a half to sit and eat with this view. Restaurants were hoping for that this 4th of July weekend. A lot of business here, but with the on and off downpour, they're not sure if they'll have customers to fill these seats. A day by the water, clouded and gray on the Connecticut shoreline. Typically bustling on the 4th of July weekend, but Friday a washout. Main Street Grill's popular rooftop patio drenched. Owner Teddy Ignatiadis says they bought food to prepare for the holiday weekend already, but cut down to half staff due to weather.
The deliveries are really tough to get, so we started ordering from Thursday, prepping this morning as well. Hoping for the best. You know, you can't fight Mother Nature, but we are trying our best to stay open. So it's a tough weekend to lose.
Still open inside and hoping people will still come down despite the weather.
Everybody feeds off each other, from the ice cream shop to the antique shop to, the Children's Museum. So if the weather ruins it, not a lot of people are going to come.
Across the street, a different story. Vacationers still coming out to Village Wines and Spirits.
Some people want to get together anyway, whether it rains or not, and especially with the pandemic waning and people being vaccinated, they want to gather together with their families. So for us, it's not hurting our business.
Some Niantic visitors are staying optimistic for a change in weather.
I'm dressing as if it's going to warm up. Still nice to see friends and family regardless of the weather, so we're just making the best of it.
Local business owners are still trying to stay positive, hoping that people will still come out here and that the rain will let up later this weekend. In Niantic, Alicia Machado, Fox 61 News.